Hello everybody, we are now taking the funicular going down to the city of Evian. In the last episode, we had a brief introduction of the city of Evian, but it was in winter, which was cold and dark and rained all the time. Now summer finally arrives and the funicular has reopened again, running between Evian and its back, the mountain where many villages existed. I happened to stay in one of them called Neuvecelle, and I can travel up and down by the funicular without going down and climbing up all those steep slopes again like last time. The summertime Evian is quite different. It's full of tourists, and the Evian Resources Museum, the source cachette, is almost finished at its renovation work. Besides, we will have a look at the Palais de Lumière, the Palace of Light, which is a museum right in the town center, and the Palais de Festival, the Palace of Festival. If you love the body of water here, which is the Lake Léman, standing in front of the lake, you can turn left, keep walking. You will arrive the next town called Tonglong-les-Bains. If you turn right, you will reach the border between France and Switzerland. You can walk across it to reach the Swiss town of Zengenglo. In this episode, we will enjoy Evian-les-Bains. Oh, why is it called Les Bains? The bath. Because it's got a hot thermal spa for people coming to enjoy, both medical or non-medically, in a package style, like you can book from 1 to 5 days treatment, in a comfortable environment with state-of-art equipment. Also, we'll introduce a bit of the village called Neuvecelle where I stayed, so please enjoy it.